Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.
More about a weekend murder in Evansville. Police say 44-year-old Clifton Fletcher shot 37-year-old Gamia Stuart several times in front of her apartment on Clayton Avenue. Our Mitch Carter sat down with the woman who was on the phone with Stuart as she was shot.
Someone just shot and killed somebody outside my apartment.
Okay, can you give me a description of the person that had the gun that shot and killed the person?
He's riding in a white Chevy Tahoe. He's going towards Covert.
37-year-old Gamia Stuart has 2 children. She had a lot of friends, her neighbors liked her, and she had just started seeing somebody new in the past few months. Those are all things and people she's leaving behind.
She said, Whitney. That was the last thing I heard her say.
Stuart dated one man, 44-year-old Clifton Fletcher, known as Cliff, for around 7 years. This coming February, they'll have been broken up for a year. It's something Fletcher didn't take well. Just ask Stuart's best friend, Whitney Gregory.
It stayed kind of steady as long as he knew she was at home. She wouldn't even really talk to another guy or do anything because she didn't want to put anybody else in harm's way.
Gregory says that Fletcher stalked Stuart incessantly, following her in her car, watching her at home, and even sleeping all night in his car outside of her apartment.
It was never harmless, I guess. I shouldn't say harmless because at the end of the day, it wasn't never harmless. You know, it was all psychotic, you know, and mental and sick.
She says Stuart called her on Sunday, as she always does, to say Fletcher was following her again. It was different, though. Stuart called out and said Gregory's name, Whitney.
I didn't hear anything for a minute. And I just kept saying her name, and I just waited, and then some lady picked up her phone and told me that he had shot her in the face.
Whitney is the last word Stuart said. Police say she died on her front lawn after receiving multiple gunshot wounds. Gregory says, looking back, there are things that she obviously wished were different, but she's working on making her peace with the situation.
For me to know that my name was the last word out of her mouth, you know, and her sister asked me, like, did she yell it? Did she scream your name? I'm like, no, she just was like, Whitney.
Fletcher was in court today for his probable cause hearing. He'll be back in court December 8th.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.